Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and in this video we are going to talk about some of the myths which people have with US visa, basically the F1 visa. Before we get into the video, I just want to tell you that I am coming to India. Here are the meetups date. If this is your first time hearing about any of the meetups which I do, I'm doing these meetups in collaboration with Prodigy Finance, and I'm going to talk a lot about admissions process, when you get the admissions, what you have to do, visa. I'm also meeting US Consulate Mumbai this time, which is going to be fun. I also talk a lot about the job markets in the US, and I also talk a lot about the return on investments and basically every question related to master's, PhD, or anything related to life in the US. So I'm going to leave the links in description. Go check it out. Before we talk about the myths, I have also made a couple of videos before. I want to revise one of the videos. I want to talk about the 8 tips which I gave for people who are going for the visa interview. So I'm just going to read them out. Number 1, dress up. Number 2, keep your documents all ready. Number 3, do not stress about your visa interview. Number 4, know exactly what you're going to US for. Number 5 is going to be your financial documents. Number 6 is be concise in your answers. Number 7 is going to be program and future plans. Number 8 is write down your answers. So these are the 8 tips. I talk a little bit in detail in one of the videos. I'm going to leave that link in description as well. Now moving on to the myths which are related to the US F1 visa or in US visa interview in general. Number 1, it's easier to get visa in a certain consulate as compared to other consulate. It is not true that you have more chances of getting a F1 visa in a certain consulate of a certain city as compared to a consulate in a different city. That's completely untrue. A lot of times when a hoax like this is spread out is when quite like, let's say, so I want to tell you here that hundreds and hundreds of students go for visa interviews every single day during this admission process before the fall 2020 session begins. Now during this time, even if 1 or 2 students are getting rejected, they're going to spread the news and they're going to tell everyone that I went to a Hyderabad consulate and I did not get visa. Now somebody else will also say the same thing, and this keeps building on, and this creates a hoax that, well, in Hyderabad consulates people are getting rejected for F1 visa. Again, this is not true. There is no data to back this up. There's no way possible that the people who are interviewing these students are biased in Hyderabad as compared to Mumbai. So this is a myth. Number 2, the earlier you apply, more chances you have for visa. That is not true at all. It doesn't matter when you apply. If you want to apply 3 months before your actual college date starts, it's going to be the same as compared to when you apply 1 month ahead of time. Is the same thing. The only benefit which you get applying early is that you can book your tickets earlier, you can prepare well, you can get your I-20 just in case you do not get visa for the first time. You can apply again. But when you apply late in the process, for example, I applied a month before I had to go. Just in case I would have gotten a rejection, it would have taken me some time to go for second round of interview, and it would have actually kind of hindered in my travel plans. So that's why I recommend everyone to apply for visas earlier. This is not anywhere related to if you're going to get approved or rejected. Number 3, you have to wear formals to go for a visa interview. There's so many variables in a visa interview that could go wrong and that could cause the visa interviewer to reject. But the reason why I'm saying that you shouldn't wear formal clothes is because we do not wear formal clothing regularly. No, I don't wear them in my office as well. So whenever you get into formal clothing, and during college also, you don't wear formal clothing every day. So whenever you get into formal clothing, you get kind of nervous because you're wearing formal clothing for your interviews, job interviews and stuff like that. So you're not comfortable in those clothing. When I went to my visa interview, I wore a shirt like this and I wore pants and I had a watch on and I looked presentable. I had my beard trimmed. I still had my beard on and I had my hair cut as well, but I was not wearing formals. So again, formals are not anyways associated with your approval or rejection. Number 4, multiple GRE scores or TOEFL scores is going to affect your visa interview. That's not true. Again, a lot of students in the US take GRE or SATs, which is for undergrad, again and again, just because they want to make sure that if they're applying to US university, or if they're applying to university once, they get it right and they want to get good scores. I've had friends who have taken GRE scores thrice and it hasn't affected them at all. Number 5, decision of your interview is affected by the interviewer's mood. I cannot tell you how incorrect and untrue is at so many levels, just because all of these individuals who are taking visa interviews day after day, they are highly trained, highly skilled people. All of these people, they do not have anything against you, so they do not get their moods in the middle of their work. So again, this is untrue that, hey, I saw this interviewer, she was not in a good mood and that's why she rejected me. No, you might have done something wrong, or they get a lot of information from your profile first of all, and they ask you a lot of information. If they see lack of confidence, if they see that you're not ready, if they see that you're not prepared your answers well, or if you do not know about the course which you're going for, again, that all shows that you do not know what you're going for, what kind of education you're going for, and eventually you will become an immigrant in the United States. All of the people who take your interviews, their intention is not to reject you. Their intention is to just find out if you're going to be an immigrant or not, because F1 visa is a non-immigrant visa. They don't want you to stay in the country. They want you to get education and they want you to work on your OPT and STEM, and they want you to go back to your country. They do not want to see any kind of interest in staying long term or being an immigrant in the United States. Number 6, having family in the US is gonna cause rejection in your visa interview. That is not true. Again, a myth. Number 6, if you have been rejected previously on a B1, B2 visa or any kind of other visa in the US, you will be rejected again for F1. That is not true. Simran, my girlfriend, has applied for B1, B2 before. She was rejected at that time. She applied for F1. She was approved at that time. And the interviewer actually asked her that, hey, you were rejected for B1, B2. You're applying for F1 now. And she told them that, hey, I was rejected for B1, B2 for a different reason. And I'm applying for F1 right now. That's a different visa. She said, yeah, I know. She was very comfortable about that. She didn't have any problem. So again, your previous rejection is not affecting your previous rejection for a different visa is not going to affect your F1 visa in any way. But if you have a rejection in F1 visa, that will actually affect your second interview, but you will have to improve why you were rejected at the first place. Number 8, telling that you're going to work in the US is going to be negative. That's untrue. Again, almost all of the degrees get 1 year of OPT and STEM degrees get 2 years of STEM extension. There's nothing wrong in telling them that, hey, yes, I would like to use my OPT and I would like to use my STEM as well, because you get that visa to work in the US, so you should definitely use it. You should be confident about telling them that, hey, yeah, I would like to use my OPT, why not? Number 9, consultancies or agencies can help you increase your visa chances. Completely false. There's no way anybody can affect your visa interview. There's no way they have any kind of insider trading, there's no agent system in US consulates. It's all based upon your individual interview and nothing else. So there's no point of going to them and preparing answers, because they will give you some generalized stuff which is not going to make sense and which is going to look crap, and you might get rejected because of that. But again, any kind of agent is not gonna increase your chances of getting a F1 visa. And that is it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this one. I hope you liked it. If you have any kind of questions regarding to your visa interview, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'll look into them and I'll reply to them as soon as possible. I made videos previously. I'm gonna leave that link in the description. Meetup links are down in the description as well. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and until then, I'll see you in the next one.
When things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that, because you don't know who